Well, good afternoon, good evening, maybe good morning to some people. Hope you guys are doing really great and that you've had a wonderful day. Let me know if you are just hopping on here. Say hello in the chat. Would love to hear from you today. And tell me how you're doing. How are you feeling today? How's the cortices going? I know for me, I was a little groggy for a good chunk of the day, but that's because I've had sort of some schedule changes due to some really early morning appointments. And so some sleep adjustments had to happen there. But I did the cortices earlier this afternoon, and that helped a little bit. And I'm looking forward again to doing it here tonight with you guys. So, yeah. So if you're watching now, please say hello. If you're watching later, hit hashtag replay. I'm just going to check the chat and make sure we're good to go and we're going live here. Tell me how your day was. Did you do anything exciting or something new today? All right, just give everybody a minute just to hop on here. Yeah, so I heard from a few people. You've heard me sort of share bits and pieces of things as we've gone along. We're just on day 11 of 21 days, and we're over the halfway mark, guys. So good job. Keep up the good work. And lots of notes coming in from people sharing. And I'm so excited and I'm so glad to hear that you are beginning to see some changes. Maybe you're a little feeling a little more relaxed, more grounded. Your stress levels have decreased. Like I mentioned before, we've had somebody come on and say they've had issues with their sinuses, the pain in their sinus area decreased and migraines gone. So that is super exciting. I'm so happy for you. And so that's really wonderful. Okay, so let's just get right into it. And for those, again, who maybe you missed the review, I did a review of the benefits of the Cortices technique on day 8, as well as the first 3 days of the challenge as well. And also just wanted to remind you that there is a body talk session for the person who interacts the most. So those who are participating, please just keep the comments coming and in the video chat. And I love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear, how things are working out for you or questions that you may have. So yeah. So good luck to the person who is going to be winning. All right, so we're gonna just with a closed hand, we're gonna place that on the back of the head on the occipital lobe, and you're gonna hold that there, and then we're just gonna tap on the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, just getting the communication going again, increasing communication, and so this is so good for brain function. And when we are tapping, we're just doing it really lightly. And we're just thinking about the fact that we're asking the brain to fix and facilitate the changes. And at least 2 to 3 nice deep breaths per hand movement on the head. So that would be this hand. And as we tap on the brain, we move down to the heart or sternum area, asking the heart to store the new changes and to store the new information. And then we're tapping over the navel. Nice deep breaths. And then we're just going to caterpillar that hand up one. Want to make sure we cover the whole entire brain. And nice deep breaths. You're doing great. And then over the navel. I'm just checking the chat here. If you've just come on, say hello. Let me know how you're doing today. Or if you're watching later, just hit hashtag replay. I love all your comments. And we're just going to caterpillar up one. Deep breath in, allowing life to come in fully. Deep breaths out, allowing yourself and the body, mind complex, just to let go of anything that maybe you don't need. Maybe it's not serving you anymore. What do you need to let go of today? Just bring that into your awareness. And then we're just going to caterpillar up again. And we're going to tap either in behind or just over top. It's fine, as long as it's on both sides. Nice deep breaths. And then over the navel. I find a lot when I do this, I yawn. So yawning is an interesting one. It's just your body's way of releasing things. Ah, yeah, so good. Take a nice deep breath in. Sometimes people will feel different sensations in the body. Sometimes there's yawning. Sometimes there's sighing. Sometimes you might even feel a little crack in your not in a negative way, but just like an adjustment in the spine. I've noticed that before. And then over the navel. This just gives your body the chance to adjust. Okay, now hands go over the ear, sort of thumb just over the ear, and the index finger over the top of the ear, and then the base of the hand sort of in that temple area, laugh line area. And you're just going to hold that for just a second. We're just working on balancing both the right and left side of the temporal lobes. And underneath here is the limbic brain, which deals with a lot of our emotional processing. That's why the cortices is also really great for emotional regulation and managing stress. It helps the brain to process stress better. And then take one hand off and then tap. And nice deep breaths in and out. You're doing great. Then over the sternum. And over the navel. And then you're just going to place your hand back together for just a couple seconds. And then you're going to remove that hand, the opposite hand, and then tap on this side. Hold the other side, and then tap on the head. There we go. And nice big deep breaths in and out. This is really great because when we do this type of breathing, it allows the brain to scan various parts of the body to check and see if there are other things that need to be addressed. So breathing is super important for the brain to do its job as well. And then over the navel. And that is it, guys. Good job. Have a wonderful evening. See you here tomorrow live at 5, and keep the comments coming and keep the testimonials coming. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye for now.